Hey family, I am Almedia Lee Exum and welcome to my podcast. I want to say to everyone, Happy Life Day. Happy L-I-F-E Day. Happy Life Day. Every day that we are living is a day to be happy. So happy Life Day, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in and thank you for supporting me. The motivational message of the day is, have a pocket full of gratitude. Again, the motivational message of the day is, have a pocket full of gratitude. Do you all have a pocket full of gratitude? We are often so often we are taking for granted the very things that most deserve our gratitude. And I want to encourage everyone to have a pocket full of gratitude. What do I mean by that? Well, at times we may be, feeling like we have nothing in our grasp, or feeling like, everything around us is negative or irritating or just going wrong. And sometimes it's like that. Well, everything that could go wrong seems like it is going wrong. And there's so many reasons to complain, so many reasons to complain, so many reasons to feel bad, feel sad, feel irritated. It's like that. Life can do that to you. It's always reasons to be sad, mad, angry, disappointed, frustrated, and just, feel like giving up. But I want to encourage you all to keep a pocket full of gratitude. And don't you worry, because I'm going to explain exactly what I mean. But listen to me say this. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. You all, I remember times when I was so down and out about life. Times when things just seemed like they couldn't get any better. After feeling sad for so long, I decided that I wanted to start practicing gratitude. I decided that I would give gratitude a chance. I decided to do what right now I'm encouraging you to do. Just practice gratitude. And I started looking for gratitude everywhere. I started looking for things to be grateful for. I used to feel so sad about a lot of things. When I lost my mom, I used to feel really bad about that. And honestly, it still hurts at times. But then I started being grateful for all of the mother figures that I do have in my life. I was sad about my mom, and when you lose anyone, you're really sad. But when you lose a parent, it's really, really sad, But I realized that, I lost my mother. It hurts. But instead of me focusing on the pain of losing my mother, let me be grateful for all of the mother figures I have. And you know what I started to do? I started to imagine the spirit of my mother being happy that I have so many women mentors that love and support me. And so that sadness that I felt, and I still feel at times, because no one replaces a mother. But I started to just say, I'm going to be grateful for the mother figures that I do have, the women that are in my life that consider me their daughter, and that, love and support me. And I imagine my mother being happy for me, that I'm blessed enough to have, in a way, many mothers. So that's one way I practice gratitude. I was like, instead of feeling so sad about that, let me be grateful for the mother figures and mentors I have in my life, you all. Another time, there was a point that I was like just really, really discouraged. I was discouraged that I wasn't booking tons of work as an artist. I felt like I wasn't enough. And then I began just feeling so bad about just not booking as much work as I thought I needed to book. I just started to go down this negative road of self-doubt. And when I went on the journey of practicing gratitude, I decided to tell myself that, okay, let me be thankful. Let me be thankful that I get to be an artist. I get to be an artist. And I get to have a profession that is fun and that's always new and different with each new project that I do. So instead of being concerned about the quantity of how many projects I'm doing, be grateful. I would tell myself, I mean, be grateful that I get to do this. I get to be an artist. I get to be creative. I get to have fun with different projects that I do, you know? And instead of worrying about the numbers of the projects I booked, I just started being grateful that I was able to do what I love, even if it wasn't as frequently as I liked. I just was grateful. I was grateful that I was able to be me. You all, I used to be so sad about people not liking me. Oh my gosh. Man, this is something I had to overcome. Like, I'm still overcoming, but man, I used to be bad about that. I want everybody to like me. You know, I'm very accommodating to people, and I hated, you know, being in a room and feeling like somebody didn't like me, you know. And there have been so many times where I just wanted to get on people's good sides, and I would just do whatever, not whatever, but I would just be so nice, accommodating, you know, just, hey, you know, let's hang out, or yeah, let's, you know, I'll call you later, and, you know, we can talk about this, and, you know, I'll help you with this, and I'll do this for free, you know, just all types of stuff, you know. And I just felt so sad when I just realized, like, some people just didn't like me no matter how much I tried to make them like me. I was so hurt, and it just made me feel bad and sad, and just like why is life so miserable? Like, not miserable, but why is the world so mean? Why is it filled with mean people? Like, you know, and I'm an adult, but even adults, we still have childlike, you know, natures to where we just don't understand. And it's not childlike, we just don't understand the world. The world can be heavy for us adults, you know, and for children too. And so at times I would feel sad. I'm like, why don't these people like me? Especially people I just really wanted to be friends with. And when I went on this journey of gratitude, I decided to be grateful for my individuality. I decided to switch the narrative. And it took a lot of work on my part, and then just people who love me encouraging me to just be like, yo, like, you're an individual, media. Instead of being so hurt about people who don't like me, let me just be grateful that I'm me, that I'm different, that I'm unique, that, you know, I'm the shiznick in my own way, you know. And I started to shift that narrative, and I even started to list all of the people, all of the friends and awesome colleagues that do like me. I listed everybody, you know. I listed everyone that liked me, and it started to make me feel better. And so I realized that I had more than enough support and more than enough people who liked me. When I started listing all of the people, you know, that think I'm cool and an okay person, I was like, well, why do I care about these other people? I got this long list of people who do, you know, think I'm a cool person. And when you weigh the pros against the cons, you really see in life that it's not as bad as it appears. And not to discredit the bad things. I've experienced a lot of loss, a lot of pain, and no matter who you are, I may never meet you, but hear my voice. I know that you may in your life experience some too. But there's still beauty in the world, despite the pain and hurt and disappointment you experience. I hope you never experience it. But I know that in life, there's a lot of things that come our way, a lot of disappointment. But I do believe that you can overcome that. So listen to my voice when I talk about this pocket of gratitude. There were times when I felt lonely. It drove me into sadness. Like, you know, and the funny thing is that I'm like a light switch. Sometimes I like being around a lot of people, and then sometimes I like being by myself. But I remember when I was another time that was like, you know, a uphill, downhill roller coaster time where I just felt really lonely in my life, you know. It didn't matter that I had friends and family. I just felt lonely. And it drove me into a deep sadness. I felt just full of despair, you know. And I had to reel myself back in. Again, I started to list people. This time, instead of listing just colleagues and friends, when I felt lonely, I decided to list everyone who I loved. Every single one. And I listed everyone who loved me. I listed everyone by name, y'all. This, by far, has become so instrumental to making me feel so much more grateful, so much more loved, and so much more appreciative. You all, listen to me, listing everybody by name who you love and who loves you. Wow. You start to not care about, even if it's one person, even if it's one person, even if it's one person. Once you start realizing that, yo, this person, that person, this person, you know, life isn't as gloomy. And so I started to do this, you all. I started with my siblings. I listed all of their names. And I would say this out loud too. In the morning it helps, and at night. I listed all of my siblings. And then I listed all of their children. So all of my nieces and nephews. And what I would say is like, oh, like, let's say, I'm not going to give my siblings names, but like, let's say I have like 2 siblings, or let's say I have 5 siblings. I would be like, Kiara loves me. Rushuda loves me. Michael loves me. You know, and I would just, I'm just making up names. Isn't it weird how when you're making up names, you can't think of names? Okay, anyway, I listed all of my siblings, and then I listed all of their children, my nieces and nephews, which I have plenty. And I was like, they love me, they love me, they love me, they love me. And then after that, I listed my friends. And then I listed all of my mentors, and I listed all of my colleagues. And I was like, wow, people love me. And I didn't leave out my adorable cats. I said, they love me. My cat Amira, she loves me. Another cat, Manny, he loves me. They depend on me. They need me. They look forward to, you know, being around me. I started to speak all of this out. I realized that I was, and I still am, I'm loved by many. And that is a blessing. My heart began to swell with just how blessed I was, and then how blessed I am, y'all. Just through practicing gratitude. Gratitude has changed my life, y'all. It has shifted my perspective, and it really activated my inner champion. I know y'all like, media, you just a little too motivational right now. Listen, y'all, we all have an inner champion spirit, y'all. The spirit of, I don't know, y'all, the spirit of keep going. The spirit of keep striving. Sometimes it's buried, y'all. Sometimes our champion spirit, before we activate it with gratitude and other things, sometimes it's just buried. It's buried under disappointment. It's buried under doubts. It's buried under fear. It's buried under sorrow. Do yourself a favor, friends and family. Begin the process of gratitude. Let your champion spirit resonate. Dig it up. It's been buried too long. Practice gratitude, y'all. Joy is the simplest form of gratitude. I heard somebody say, actually, who said this? Lionel Hampton says, gratitude is when memory is stored in the heart, not in the mind. Gratitude is when memory is stored in the heart, not in the mind. There's a lot of things in our mind that can get us overthinking, overworked. My mind is overworked a lot. I think too much sometimes. I have to reel myself back in constantly. It's a process. But gratitude is when memory is stored in the heart, not in the mind. We got to stop overthinking at times. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Gratitude can transform lives, y'all. There may be people who complain about not having nothing. And honestly, I used to complain when I didn't have the things I wanted to complain. But I want to encourage all y'all. I really do. Listen to what I'm saying. There's going to be people who aren't going to be practicing this. They don't know. They haven't listened to my podcast. And you can forward this one to them, y'all. But there's going to be people who say, I don't got nothing to my name. I'm broke. I don't got a dime to my name, you know. They're going to be caught up in the negatives. They're going to be so caught up into the negatives that they forget about the abundance in their lives. It happens to all of us. It's happened to me. You're going to hear people saying, I'm broke. I don't have a dime to my name. No, that's not the narrative we need to present, y'all. Let's change the narrative, y'all. I have learned that you get more of what you want when you are thankful for what you have. So when you hear people saying, I don't got a dime to my name. No, we switch the narrative in our minds, and let's encourage other people to do the same. I want you to start carrying around a pocket of gratitude, all right? A pocket full of gratitude. That means when somebody says, when people ask you, how's your day going? Say, my day is wonderful. I have a pocket full of gratitude. So your pockets are never empty. If you don't have 2 cents to your name, your pocket is still full of gratitude. Oh, I got a headache today. Oh, my head may not be feeling well, but my pockets are full. I'm full of gratitude. Do you hear me? I want to encourage all of you all. Let's start carrying around a pocket full of gratitude. Practice to be grateful. Practice the art of gratitude. It will transform your life as it has mine. It will transform your life. That's what I want for you all. I want you to have joy in your life, peace in your life, vision in your life, and gratitude in your life. You can have all of this. Carry around that pocket full of gratitude. When you feel empty in other areas of your life, know that your pockets are full of gratitude. Hear my voice. The motivational message of the day is have a pocket full of gratitude. That's the motivational message of the day. I really hope it inspired you, and I hope it motivated you. I want to plant seeds of hope and inspiration within you all. I'm a big plant and tree lover, so think of this as fruit. Fruit from the tree of life, y'all. Thank you all for your support. Remember to click that subscribe button on YouTube and become a Patreon at patreon.com if you want to. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud at Almedia Lee Exum. And if no one has told you today, hear me. Know that you are loved and you are valuable. Carry around that pocket of gratitude. And remember to have a happy Life Day.